A little over 3 years ago, I started a side hustle reselling products on Amazon. I would go into places like Dollar Tree and buy soap or utensils and then resell them online. Since then, I've sold over $2.5 million on Amazon, and I have learned a lot about the industry. So in this video, I'm going to share with you my experience through running the side hustle for a few years and give you realistic expectations for what you should expect when you start this business yourself. So I started out this business in April of 2020. How I came across it was I was just looking for ways to make extra money, scrolling on Instagram one day, and I came across a Gary Vee video of him talking about retail arbitrage flipping and how you can use this to make a quick $5,000. That really stood out to me because for anyone who knows Gary knows that he's always preaching patience, but he used the word quick, which really piqued my interest. So I started diving down the rabbit trails, doing a lot of research, joining Facebook groups, watching YouTube videos like this one, decided that I want to give this retail arbitrage thing a try. I signed up for my Amazon Seller Central account, downloaded the seller app, and then went to places like Dollar Tree and started scanning products. I first started out flipping things like dish soap, kitchen utensils, Tupperware, and really everyday household items. I would buy them for $1 at Dollar Tree. Back in the good old days, Dollar Tree items only cost $1, and then I would flip them for around $7 or so. Now there's a lot of fees and shipping in there, but I would generally make $1 to $2 profit per item that I sold. And that's not a bunch of money, but what it did was give me a high return on investment, spend $1, make $1, and it also gave me proof of concept, show me that this Amazon thing was legit and that I could actually use it to make some money. So from there, I started to go into bigger box stores like Walmart and started focusing on buying items on clearance. I might find a $50 toy that's marked down to $10, $15 on clearance, and then I would try to collect that price difference as a profit. I built up that business for a while, retail arbitrage, focusing heavy on clearance and what's called a replenishable item or a replen, where it's an item that I can sell consistently over and over again, and I could collect it at all the different Walmarts I would go to. This allowed me to have a good baseline of profit almost everywhere that I went. I also scaled pretty heavily in clothing, going to places like the Nike outlets, Kohl's clearance, and other clearance stores where I could buy clothes on the cheap and resell them for really high ROI. Overall, I built the retail arbitrage business up to around 20 to 25K a month in revenue, and the profit margin was probably 15 to 20% at the time. However, I found this business model to be limiting, so I decided to transition into something called online arbitrage, and this is where things really started to take off. Online arbitrage is the same concept as retail arbitrage, where you're buying items for cheap and then reselling them for more. However, you're buying the items online instead of having to drive all over to the different stores. This method is just a lot more scalable because you're able to buy the inventory from wherever you are in the world. A lot of people like this because it provides more comfort. You can work from home, you can work while you're traveling, you can go on a vacation and still work. Versus with retail arbitrage, you're kind of really limited to the stores that are around you, and it's a lot more time intensive with having to drive to all the different stores. It's also just a lot more scaling friendly because you can hire virtual assistants to help you find products, you can get on leads lists, and overall there's just a lot more ways to find products online. Now retail arbitrage is still great, and it's actually where I recommend you start if you're looking to get into this business. But at some point, if you want to scale, you're going to want to transition into online arbitrage. Generally, your profit margins go down as you start to scale, especially through OA, but your business overall will grow. Online arbitrage was able to take my business to around $200,000 a month, so exponentially, I mean 10x my business. Now understand that happened over a period of almost 3 years. That's not going to happen for you overnight. It varies drastically based on how much money you're able to start with, if you have, other responsibilities, or if you're able to just continue to reinvest. So everyone's situation is different, but if you stick with it consistently over a few year period, then that's when you're really going to start to see success. So do I think that this business model is worth it? Absolutely, I do. I think that this can be a fantastic side hustle, or it can even turn into a full-time income depending on your goals. Amazon is a massive, massive company. And in order to even be a full-time income, let's say you need to make $5,000 a month to live full-time, you just need to take a small sliver of the overall market, and you're going to be able to be successful and meet your goals. But for a lot of you, this is probably just going to be a side hustle. You want to make a few hundred to a couple $1,000 a month, and mazel tov, you can do that too. If you want to learn more about reselling on Amazon, make sure you subscribe down below and check out some other videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.